So I imagine that we're
Yeah.
gonna get through these two. I'm sure you can see screen before, and
Yes.
then
Yes.
6 o'clock for me, which is in about
Mm-hmm.
roughly half an hour. Will be good for winners semi, losers semis, and then 30 minutes from then we'll move on to the next bracket, which will be winners and grands. But the match is starting, so let's get to it. Looks like we actually got
All right, here we go.
Young Link versus Nikrum's Marth, which I know Nikrum has definitely stepped by the stream a lot. His Marth is definitely really
Yes.
good. So it'll be interesting to see how this matchup goes. But so far, as I lose poor Absol here, so far, seems pretty even for the most part. I mean, right now they're just kind of playing around in neutral a little bit. Link's definitely throwing a lot of his boomerangs and bombs, and Nikrum's just trying to punish him, but overall it's pretty even.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, with like percentages and just like more so like the flow of like how like the moves are coming out. It seems to be quite a good little back and forth here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think anyone has like a distinct advantage so far, kind of just teetering back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah. This just one of, you know, it's not you know, this is what we'd call a pretty like neutral matchup, right? There's no like one doesn't strictly dominate the other. Basically, it's sort of like a 5 out of 5, or sort of like who plays better kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I mean, now that Nikrum
Alright.
took the first... Oh, actually, I was going to say he can control the tempo, but I may have just cursed him. I am so
Yeah.
sorry, Nikrum. but
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
case.
that's it. Oh goodness, yeah. Wow, that tempting fate before you even get the words out. Now that's a talent. No, see it's because you're using Absol for luck. Absol's not good luck. It's like the Cassandra of the Pokemon universe. It's a bad omen. So maybe that's why.
You think Toon Link is favored in this matchup a little bit? I mean, yes, he's got projectiles, but at the same time, I think Marth's sword definitely is longer, and he wants to look for kippers. So I think Marth can play around in that a little bit. But I mean, if Toon Link can get in with all his projectiles, I can definitely see that. Oh, that was beautiful.
Ooh.
So what happened there is he waited too long on the edge and hit him with the down air. Who won the first match? First match was a DQ anti. They didn't show up. So Zach moved on, and now we're here on the next match. But now that Aang took the first match, he can kind of set the tempo for the match now. He doesn't necessarily have to play like too aggressive or anything. He can kind of just
Yeah.
control it, you know?
Yeah, generally when you have an advantage, that's when you want to be risk averse. Because you know when you're in plus, you can just take trades, and sorry, I'm just applying a bit of game theory here to you know, but you know the concepts still evidently work as as we see here.
For sure, for sure. I'm gonna try one thing real fast, guys, but let's see if it works. Perfect. It works like a charm. We can put a scoreboard up now that I was messing around. Excuse the names. I am fixing the names real quick. But we can keep score now. Perfect. So on
So
the
was meant to play best of 3 or best of 5.
best of 3 in the beginning, and then best of 5 at the end.
Okay.
What Nikrum?
So is that for all the finals or just grands?
That's a great question. Let's double check the rules because it's been a minute.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, the match is about to start. Let's watch this match. While we do that, I'm going to do this, and then I will double check something. Alright, stop. So Aang's up the first game. It looks like Nikrum opted to switch to Lucina here.
Yep. Yeah, that's interesting. So, what would you say is sort of like the key differences with this switch in here?
Well, one of the key differences just between the two is Marth has like a tipper, And what I mean by that
Yeah.
is at the very end of his sword, he hits a little bit harder than Lucina does. But on the inside of his sword, if you will, more toward the pommel, he's not as strong. It's kind of like a sour
Okay.
spot. Whereas Lucina
Yep.
doesn't have any sour spots, and Lucina doesn't have any strong spots. So, I mean, they both
Okay,
have
okay.
their...
So that's like the strong neutral option, whereas Marth has, like you say, the sweet and sour spots where you know you could potentially hit harder, but you know potentially not hit as hard if you mistime it. I
Yeah.
see. I see.
For sure.
Interesting.
Well, I had all that going on here. It definitely looks like Ing took a solid lead here. I didn't quite catch what happened, but I know that Nicrom had some pretty good stuff trying to come out ahead. But there's definitely an advantage. Ooh! He throws out that boomerang. Nicrom gets
It
caught.
certainly is.
Aang's looking pretty clean here. Looking pretty clean.
Yes.
Ooh, forward smash from Nicrom. That's not quite going to end it out. Not quite enough. He gets another forward throw. Alright. Nicrom needs to find something here so he doesn't lose too much ground, per se, because he's falling a little behind. But, you know, that's okay. That's the fun
Yeah,
of it.
that's it. That's it. Because, you know, when you're down games, you've definitely got to, that's when you sort of, need to really, that's when you need to sort of like take risks and, try and press what advantage you can get because, that's, when you're, sort of like the opposite of the theory that we've sort of like stated earlier, where, when you're ahead, you don't mind, taking like even trades and things like that, So when you're behind, you want to like, really like just apply as much pressure as you can, I think.
Alright, so we're just waiting on Big here, I believe, to select their character, select their stage. Not quite sure here. On a side note,
Yep. Get the...
for the winner's semis match, we got a Bayo versus a Jiggly and a Snake versus a Toon Link, which is definitely interesting.
Yeah, those are some interesting picks. I was going to say, what did you like expect going into this would be like, what did you think like the better players would bring?
I mean, when I originally looked at the bracket, right, we had Pichu, a few Jokers.
When you look at the field,
Hero or two, a Kazuya or two. We kind of were all over the place, which was awesome and great to see that we weren't all the same character, which I wouldn't mind that as well, but definitely good to get some variety.
Yeah, I was going to say sometimes mirror matches can be fun, but also like diverse fields also have they each have their pros and cons, right? Because but generally you need like contextual knowledge to sort of like really like appreciate like mirror matches and stuff, whereas when you have like a bunch of different things going on, it's sort of like like more visually appealing, right? You see a bunch of different stuff going on. But yeah, no, that's very interesting that these are.
Speaking of which, one of the things that Heroes brings is kind of his random element of his menu select, if you will.
Right, the menu. Yes.
So things can easily just turn around if Big isn't paying attention with what he selects. Speaking of which, that was a huge hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. Are you in the game? Because like I'm just.
Oh, I am so sorry. There we go.
Ah, there we go. Easy. Yep. Sorry.
No, that was totally my bad.
No, yes. Oh, we're good now. Just
making some quick changes. Alright, there we go. We're all good now, finally. Which, funny enough, we're a pretty even matchup here. Teams are going pretty back and forth, I know. Actually, hold on a second. Where did Big's second stock go? I wasn't watching. What the heck?
Oh geez, that must have happened when we were adjusting stuff because I oh well, there you go.
Well, I saw the one stat and then I saw them even out. I wonder if, unfortunately, something happened. I'm sure we can always watch the replay and see what happened.
Always a possibility. Yeah. That's it. I was going to say if we need to for judging purposes, you've got like a video feed of this, so yeah. But
I mean,
hopefully
so far
we won't need anything like that.
Yeah,
But
we should be fine. But so far, it definitely seems like Zach has the lead, but he just got hit with a huge rage, and he's now at 60. Wow! That rage from Kazuya really packs the punch.
yeah.
But he
Yeah.
only gets to use once, so, you know, kind of got to do what you can.
Yeah,
with
that's it. It's that's like the to mimic like the rage arts they added in Tekken 7. That's sort of like a special you can do,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of weird that they made it a game with specials and meters when like one of the, at least for me, the big appeal point was like it was like one of the few like 3D fighting games that didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. At least I can understand some of the reasons why, but it's also, I don't know, feels like it lost some of the appeal points that it, like the core appeal of Tekken in that regard. But that's just
I think...
but yeah. Sorry.
No,
what are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I think what happened right there is, if you were looking, I
Yep.
know Zach got sniped by the laser, but I think Zach might have
Yep.
input an air dodge, which caused him to die right at the end.
Oh,
Side note, this is for the editor, if you just want to replay that real quick, just so we can see it once again, maybe in slow motion if you can, but I'm pretty sure it's because he air dodged, because he was like this close to the blast zone, and then he like air dodged, and I think that's what killed him. But all in all, that was a very close match.
yeah. I'm boring. I've just got water here. Speaking of which, I'll go take a sip of my water.
No worries. I totally get it. I actually, crazy as it sounds, I hate the taste of water.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right. Or lack thereof.
Yeah. Cause like,
But yeah, no. It's yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, here we go. Game 2.
yep. So far, once again, pretty even so far.
Yeah.
Oh, except for Big just got some big damage, if you will.
Yeah, big damage. Haha, I see what you did there. But yeah, I mean, that seems to be sort of like how like Kazuya is built in this game, is sort of like a big damage, like and that sort of thing. He's
snooze?
like the hard hitting heavy.
Oh, the crit!
Ooh.
Zach got the crit. Wow.
Very nice, very nice.
And just
As we were saying, so there's some of those pseudo random elements that Hero can bring, and that's one of them.
for sure.
But yeah, no, that's there we go.
At this point, Zach's just... Oh, but he gets denied
Ooh,
back to
but the-
stage.
Yep, the equalizer.
And the crazy thing about Kazuya, too, is you can actually do some pretty sick combos with him if we get to see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Zach gets a solid little combo there that gets him a little bit ahead there in the game.
Yeah, that's it. The Mishima family, they have some tricks in their sleeve, and when it comes to the arts martial, that's just and yeah, it would appear that some of that's been quite well reflected here.
For sure. Let's see. Alright, he recovers just fine. I wasn't sure if he was going to go for zoom or not right there, because sometimes you can get zoom the closer you are to the blast zone. Oh! Is that another crit? That's 2 crits! Oh my!
Ooh.
Zach is getting all the hero RNG that he needs for this match anyways. Which he has a solid lead too. He's got Accelerado. I don't think Kazuya will be able to keep up. Just because Accelerado's crit. Oh, he gets a giant fireball too in the face.
Ooh.
Oh, he ran out MP. I don't think he could do... Oh! Is that... No, that wasn't a crit.
Ooh, no, that was just well placed right there. Oh, there we go. Zach with the equalizer. So
Yep.
now,
All right, so
Decisive game 3. Once picks and bans are taken care of.
oh, that was only one crit. Is that? Oh, okay. So the second kill was not
Oh.
a crit. It was just the first one.
Ah, good to know. Good to know.
Perfect. But brackets moving along just fine. Unfortunately, we had to disqualify a few people once again because they weren't able to show up. But, it's totally okay. We will run another tournament, so don't be afraid. But we are back into it with game 3. They're both tied so far. Let's see who moves on. Once again, we get the hero from Zach, and we get the Golden Kazuya from Big. I kind of like the Golden Kazuya, actually. As weird as it is, it's pretty cool to me. Oh, but some big damage from Kazuya with some nasty combos. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what if Zach can equalize this, or if Big just able to punish and get the stock early. Oh, he gets a stunning fist, but he misses the up P. I think that's the EWGF, as some people call it, the Electric Wind God Fist, which is a giant, long, complicated
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was going to say that is what I was sort of referring to when I mentioned the Mishimas have their tricks with the arts martial. In Tekken, they're called electrics, and there's a bunch of different things you can like a bunch of different combo leads you can do with them essentially.
Yep, there's a few of those.
And yeah, this is yeah, they put a few of those in. Good job.
Yeah, so
Good job.
one of the
Sakurai.
things that you can do is you can do I think it's called the head smash, like Iron Head or something. I'm not quite sure, but you do that to what's known as your Nair, which is a light spike. Speaking of which, Big has got a huge lead here. Holy moly! Let's see how Zach can.
Yeah, he is commanding game 3 here.
Zach
Yeah,
needs
as you were
to
saying.
find the stock now, otherwise he's in trouble. But anyways, the combo you can do down throw, Nair.
Ooh, and he gets it.
Yeah, he does. I think to a fist to something else. I don't fully know the combo myself, but it's pretty crazy damage what you can do.
Yeah.
But Big definitely showing off some cool things you can do with Kazuya. So far, Zach's got to find something. Yep, Zach makes it back just fine. Zach uses another up B to... Ooh, it was risky, but he got to the side of the stage, which I think he was aiming for. Tries to throw him off the stage to get the advantage, but not able to get much out of it, unfortunately. Zach getting the accelerate. Oh, he goes all the way into the stage with Accelerado. Wait, Accelerado. I'm so sorry. Zach told me how to pronounce it once, and it's in the British way of pronouncing it, so I suck at saying it.
It's alright. It's alright. Yeah.
Ooh, the crit.
Ooh. Very nice.
Alright, Zach's got to play it very safe, because I feel like if he makes the wrong move, anything could...
I think he is literally one punish away from dying here. So if Zach's gonna pull this out, he's gotta be very precise.
He gets a back air. I could be wrong about this. I think Zach needs one crit to win the game. Oh, he gets oomph too. Okay. One solid hit might be the end of it for either one of them.
Here we go.
Zach got accelerated.
Yeah. It's really is looking like it could go either way.
There's a forward air from Zach. He manages to punish him with an up B. He misses the grab. Ah, the forward smash from Kazuya will end it.
Kazuya Mishima wins.
But just like that, Big will move on. That was very close games, very well played to both of you. Y'all did great.
Definitely.
And we'll move on to the next match.
Yeah.
looks like it will be potentially Aang versus Astral. If one of you guys just want to check in, and then just wait to stream it, so that way we should be good there, and then we'll just proceed along. This is still losers round 2 as a side note. After this match, it's either going to be winners semis or losers quarters. But we will kind of wait.
Oh wow! I didn't realize these two were in losers. That is quite a surprise because these two were some of the favorites going into the event. So that's very interesting.
Yeah, some of the wild horses, so to speak, have definitely done
the dark horses, as it were, galloping into winner's side, and so we definitely got some
All right.
some things going. Anyway,
I think Nikrum's got the slight edge in this matchup just because he's got a sword versus Puff. Puff's gonna have a little bit of harder time coming in, but Puff also has a lot of jumps, and Puff can kind of play around it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a slight advantage, not like a huge one. Not as much as you would think. A great big sword would do against a little blob of whatever Jigglypuffs.
I mean, so far, Toshio's making this seem like Puff is quite the advantage.
Exactly. He's, we say that, but we.
I feel like this might be one where Nikrum switched to Lucina. As a side note, Sewer, you did an awesome job. Keep it up. I'll give you a thumbs up. How about that? What, Zach? But no, I definitely see. Yeah, you guys definitely had a crazy set, Zach, with all the luck and whatnot. So far, actually, it seems like Tasha's quite able to take the stock here, and Nikrum's able to work a little bit of his magic in here and try and catch up. And I cursed Nikrum again. I'm so sorry.
Right, again, these players here seem to be doing like the exact opposite of what we've been trying to say, right? we were saying how Marth has some advantages, and he's finds himself at a disadvantage. And you pointed out how there was some struggles on getting the kill, and then the kill came.
Yep, for sure. But Nikrum does need to find the stock here, because Puff definitely has the stock advantage, and almost his. Actually, I think Puff has lapsed Nikrum in damage here. So Nikrum's got to find a kill here. And just like Jay Gusty says, Marth is struggling a smidge to get the kill here. But I think one solid tipper and Puff's just out of there. Oh, looking for the rest. Oh, but the up smash will do it. He misses the rest. Looks for the, I think the Rising Durowest RDR, I think is what it, H-Box calls it, if I'm not mistaken. But he misses it, and big punish for it. Ooh, up he had a shield, and he gets punished for the miss. Yeah, usually your skull's where you're thrown when you win next. Way to go, Sewer. Keep up that positive energy, you know?
That's it. That's the way.
Speaking of which here, it does seem like Toshiro has the solid lead going into this.
Yeah, that's it. They're ahead on lives and ahead on percentage, and it just looks like in the general flow, just like momentum, like they seem to be, seems to be their game to lose right here in game one, right? Because
I think Marth's run out a few counters, which Puff hasn't been able to punish quite yet, but I think Marth just needs to play the space game a little bit more, and Marth should be okay.
Yeah,
but,
like you were saying, big sword, zoning. I think that's going to be the key to victory. Even if like the Lucina switching might be coming in, because we've seen that before from
when will be the next one, Big? And just like that,
yes.
Tosh takes it. I don't have a date quite yet, Big, but I'll keep it in mind. Just like that, Tosh goes up a set here. Let's see what happens for the next set.
Yep. Yeah, very solid game there. Anyway, how the other ones going?
We're waiting on...
In intermission.
Yeah. So right now, we're kind of at a standstill, just waiting for this matchup to go so we can go ahead and stream the next match. Next one after this, we will hop over to winners real quick, which will be Aang versus Astral, the Snake versus the Toon Link, which will be exciting.
Ooh, yeah, that definitely sounds interesting.
Might also be a bit more grindy because both of them have a ton of projectiles, but you know, we'll wait, we'll see what happens. Nikram playing the Captain Falcon into this matchup. Okay, so he traded his sword for a bit of speed.
The Falcon switching.
I didn't know Nikram had a Falcon, Big. But I personally...
Yeah, this tournament's been full of surprises. Sorry, go on.
No, you're totally good. I totally agree. Ah, so you're one of Nikram's buddies. Yes, I was in Sin. I've actually been popping off with Sin recently, believe it or not, Jay Gusty, believe it or not. But let's see his Falcon. I think he might have played it once or twice on stream, but he's also been kind of doing his own thing. Yeah, for sure, Big. I've seen him mostly play sorties. I know he played Seth for a little bit too. Speaking of which, kind of ties back up. It looks like Puff is a slight matchup, slight lead here. Puff's able to edge guard him. He makes it back, but unfortunately doesn't make it to ledge and gets grabbed because of it. Looks for a stomp, misses. Puff is able to push. Oh my goodness. Puff is able to punish. Makes it back to ledge. Looks for a Falcon kick. And misses it and he gets punished for that, with Puff getting the slight lead, but I feel like this game is going a little bit better than the last one. So I feel like this definitely was a good switch.
Yeah, I was going to say, just like that mobility advantage seems to be helping with like general momentum. Like even though, like you say, it's oh well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't try and guess what's going to happen because that didn't go too well.
No worries, I'm perfect. So far, alright. Nikram needs to channel his inner fatality, so to speak. Fatality is a top-known Falcon. He just needs to channel his energy, and I think he'll be good to go. Speaking of which, though, Tosh is definitely racking up the damage. Nikram needs to find a way to kill here.
Yeah, he definitely needs to channel his inner fatality real fast. Otherwise, he might end up he might end up receiving a fatality.
Way to go, way to go. Nixie is another solid example, Big. I just know fatality more as the face to Falcon, that's why I say it, but I definitely do watch some Nixie. Nick is definitely a really good Falcon as well. But I always enjoy watching Falcon just because of his kind of big factors like his knee, his stomp, you know, stuff like that. But he's got, he found an in. He found an in. Let's see what he can get out of it. Gets another up air. Solid 59% out of that. Another side B. Just punishing Puff with the Raptor boost, I believe is the move. Oh, he misses the knee. Puff goes for a down air. Is not able to get much off of it. Looks to kind of... Oh, throws out an up smash there. Falcon's up smash is pretty good. Pretty safe. He recovers low. Puff techs. It was a good tech. Puff with the 1-2 jab. Ooh, Raptor boost. Not able to quite kill yet. Falcon's at 163. Let's see what extra credit Nikram can get here. Looks for an up smash. He looks for a Falcon kick. Unfortunately misses. And I think that's the end of the set.
Yeah, that's the end of the set.
Do you want to say you both did great?
Oh, yes, but still, that was very, you could see, like, both players knew what they were doing, and that's time for us to hop on over to winner's side.
All right, and we're gonna get into the thick of it right now.
Alrighty, here we go.
Winner semis once again. Let's get going. Both of these characters are projectile based. I honestly don't know who has the advantage in this matchup, although Snake is pretty heavy, kind of does take a beating, but so far, Aang showing off a little bit of combos with Toon Link to get things rolling.
Yeah.
Which makes me a little bit curious why Aang plays Toon Link, because when I think of like Aang from Avatar, I kind of think more of maybe like a non-swordy character, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, maybe it's like the whole, like, you know, maybe they were going for the whole projectile thing because, you know, wind mastery, you know, you kind of, you know, you move things around, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's also a fair, fair insight, you know, that's interesting.
Well, one of the other things too is
Wonder if there is any, you know, correlation between, you know, what players handle is and what, you know, choices they make in the game. It's fun to think about sometimes.
blueberry cream cheese. Oh, blueberry strawberry cream cheese. I respect that. One of the things I was going to say about this matchup too is with Snake, he's constantly hurting himself with the grenades. But
Yeah.
he's also a heavy character, so he can kind of take those hits. Whereas Link, Toon Link is pretty light, I'm pretty sure. So like one up tilt or maybe an up air, even back air was pretty close to ending it. Goes for the Nikita off the edge to try and end the stock there, but not able to get much. But that up tilt will certainly even things out. Also, I want to take a quick moment and say thanks everyone for participating. I've had a ton of fun so far and definitely plan to do this in the future. Back to the match though, seems pretty even for the most part. I do think Snake has a slight advantage though, just because he's a heavy and quite a lot of wonderful movement coming out from Astro with all those B reverses. Just to kind of fill you in what those are, Bryn, just so because you don't play Smash that much. Each character has two sets of moves. They have an A button, which is like an attack button. They have a B button, which is like a special button. There's a special way you can put it, so when you press the B button, you can kind of turn around with the move in a way. So it's kind of...
Oh, okay. So you sort of like have like, you know, with like specials, like different specials with different like directional inputs. Basically.
Yeah, so you can kind of like
Okay.
mix up where you're
Okay.
going and change like your momentum
Yeah.
and whatnot, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that definitely, see what you get. You know, you sort of like, you know, put in a different directional input, and it's like changing sort of like where the attack goes, as opposed to like just coming out with a different move like most fighters would. But I think you know, that's what you're saying, yes?
Yeah, so like in Guilty Gear,
Okay. I got you.
Okay, cool. But so far, Snake is definitely taking this heavy thing into advantage here. He's at 183.
Yeah, that's it. That weight advantage seems to be coming in pretty handy here. We were wondering who was, you know, what exactly would be the decisive factor in this kind of, you know, projectile-centered, you know, battle. But, you know,
For sure.
yeah,
At this point, it seems like Aang is kind of walking the line, so to speak. Kind of very close to death.
yeah, he's teetering on lethal here. He's got to be very careful.
Gotta be
He's
careful
going to
of...
make this run back for game one.
That was a beautiful spot dodge avoiding the Nikita. I feel like an up tilt. That was a good grabbing of the bomb. But at this point, I feel like anything will kill Link, short of just a little grenade, because those grenades don't kill for a little bit. But so far, Toon Link is definitely doing some work to bring this back. Gets the boomerang.
Definitely.
Ooh, the down tilt will end it out. Astro coming in hot with the first stock. Or the first game, I mean, excuse me.
Yeah, I was just about to say, 'cause, don't even remember who took the first life, but that's so good. We got there. We got there. We're getting there.
Yeah, we for sure are getting there. Game number 2, Aang versus Astro, both staying their respective characters. I don't feel like any of them had a particular advantage other than like the matchup advantage, so I think things will play out just fine. Kind of see what happens and plays out in this matchup though. But they did choose to go. You got this, Taji. I do it all the time. One of the advantages to this stage, unlike in other fighting games, these stages do have some advantages to others. So in this stage, one of the advantages is number 1 at the bottom of the stage is considered a wall, so characters can wall jump.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
And then another advantage is the platforms on the edge. He just barely misses. Platforms at the edge, though, is a way to kind of mix up the recovery, so it makes it easier to recover. And then also the blast zone, which is where they get killed, is a lot higher on this map than some other maps.
Interesting. Yeah, those are some definitely some different properties than like a lot of other fighters. Like even 3D fighters, it's usually just a difference in like what the zone is and what the like surface area you're working with, where and differences where like there's like gaps and things like that. Whereas these seem to have some very different properties with each particular stage. That's quite intriguing.
For sure, definitely.
I would not have actually guessed that, to be honest. But that's so yeah. No, this is insightful and enlightening.
Yeah, and just like that, Aang does take the stock, but Astral does have a pretty solid lead so far. These nades are definitely coming in clutch. I assume you're familiar with frame data coming from other fighting games, Bryn.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to point out
I was just
is that
go ahead.
his little grenades that he pulls out are frame 1, so they do come out really fast.
Oh wow, okay, that comes out on frame 1. Oh wow, that's quite a good like tool for frame advantage then. That's because I remember one of the arguments that people would put out as far as like because I've with like Fox in Melee, like he's some people consider him the best character because he's got things that come out on frame 1 and things like that, and to be honest, I think tournament data sort of like shows that he's objectively not the best character, but you can see like the cohesive argument behind that when you look at frame data and things like that. That is an advantage, even if it's not like the the defining one, right?
One of the other things I want to say as well in the matchup, while we were talking that happened, is Aang actually got a beautiful jab reset, which it doesn't quite happen in other games, but a jab reset is simply when the opponent falls on the ground. If they don't do anything, you have an opportunity to hit them with like a basic attack. When you hit them with a basic attack, they kind of bounce again, and they're kind of stunned, and you can kind of like do it again and follow it up with like a heavy hit to get some real damage, and he was able to take the stock with it.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to say, there's usually in other fighters, when the foe's down, you either just have to go for a low or specific follow-up attacks. You can't really do stuff like that generally. But yeah, that's also good to know.
Just like that, Astral takes the set, which means it's going to be Astral versus Taji. That's definitely going to be interesting. Next fight we are going to see is going to be losers quarters between Tosh and Tonight, which I think both are Jigglypuff, so this will be wonderful. Speaking of on time, looks like we're running on schedule for winners. Losers is a little bit of a different story, but that's okay. These things happen.
Yeah. I was going to say a lot of times it's losers can be the reason for any sort of like delays, if there is any kind of delay, because those matches have to be played out to sort of like determine like the later sets of winners. So it's understandable, but it's not too much of a problem.
For sure. Also,
anyway,
I want to point out this is a Puff mirror match, which is going to be wonderful.
Ooh.
And we have a wonderful quote for that, and it's called Puff Stuff. Whether it be good, whether it be bad, it is Puff Stuff, guys. So let's see what happens in this matchup. So far, it seems like Tosh definitely has an advantage here. And I gotta say, I do like Tosh's Jigglypuff skin a little bit more than Tony's. I wish Jigglypuff had some alternate skins a little bit, but overall I can't really complain too much.
Yeah. I was going to say, you can accessorize, but it's not like, having like a different color palette like you do with like Kirby and stuff, right?
Yeah. Or like Greninja.
Yeah,
or...
that'd be kind of nice if there was like different, even if there was like, like a different colored or like just even like the shiny version, you like have a few like, accessories and then like the shiny version with its set of accessories, that'd be kind of nice.
Tony went for the
Is what it is.
Rest combo, missed it, and Tosh was able to punish off of it, which is way to go, Tosh, way to go. But I definitely do like some of Jigglypuff's combos. They can definitely be silly and a little bit weird, but that's okay. Puff is fun. I like watching Puff.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's always fun to watch, or at least I think it's always fun to watch like the like combo oriented like characters and stuff, just because like sometimes like it's all about like setting up like your like bread and butter combo, right? And so it's always like interesting to see like how like they position things to get there.
And just like that,
in that sense.
Tosh just
here we go.
Crept in a rest right there, right through the seeing. Oh my goodness, this is hard on Jigglypuff. So it's definitely an advantage so far for Tosh. Tony needs to figure out how to take the kill here before he falls too far behind in this matchup. This is definitely a matchup of the best rest, if you will, to see who's the best at resting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's oddly fitting that this is a loser's match with it being the best of the rest. But...
And just like that, Tony did end up taking a stock, but he's got to find a little bit of something here, because I think Jigglypuff, or I think Tony is in rest range, I'm pretty sure, because Jigglypuff is definitely like character. But another little fun fact about Jigglypuff for you, because I don't know if you know this, when Jigglypuff's shield breaks, Jigglypuff dies.
Oh.
So
goodness. It sounds really morbid when you put it that way.
One of the things is Jigglypuff also has a move that does a lot of damage to shield, so Puffs kind of have to be a little bit careful of each other not to pop each other's shield.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's very interesting. Yeah, that adds a unique dynamic to this mirror that, if you like, get into like guard crush, you auto lose essentially, and there's like different ways of getting into that. Interesting. On to game 2, it looks like.
Yep, definitely on to game 2. Tosh did have a slight advantage over Tony, so we'll see if Tony can adjust and overcome it, or if Tosh is just going to use his ice powers, if you will, if you get the reference, and just freeze out Tony. So far, they're just floating around each other, which is what Puff tends to do, Puff definitely has a lot of jumps. I want to say Puff has about 4 to 5 jumps, so you're able to kind of float around with Puff, if you will, because of it. And we get to see like a beautiful Puff dance going on of them going back and forth.
Yeah, we can see it. They're floating around, and it's almost like they're doing it's almost like a little dance number. How nice.
Ooh, Tony.
Almost like a ballerina. Ooh, but that's not like a ballerina.
That ballerina might have stepped on a banana peel, so to speak.
Yeah, you wouldn't get that in Swan Lake. Let me just say that.
Alright, Tony needs to find a little bit of his comeback juice to come back against here. He's not down too far yet, so he definitely can still do this. Just needs to play a bit more carefully since Tosh has the advantage here. which so far Tony's doing definitely a good job of racking up the damage. Just needs to rack it up a little bit faster, and he should be golden. He doesn't have an air dodge, but he's able to just jump right over Puff, no harm. Goes for a rollout, but doesn't find anything out of it. I'm surprised there was no grab right there, but that's totally okay. Once again, they are back to their wonderful little ballerina act, or their Puff stuff. Both trading rollouts here. Rollout actually can pop shield as well, so you got to be a little bit careful when guarding against the move.
Interesting, interesting.
But that's only if...
Okay, so here's a little, I'm wondering, right? You know, if, since you get power boost to rollout when you use defense curl, does it get stronger if you do this out of shield, or is that like, or is there just no like reference like that?
No, there's no reference like that in this game.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
In this game, there are what's known as out of shield options.
Yeah.
So in this game,
right? That's it. That's why I asked, because they could do it that way. That's literally the only reason this popped into my mind.
Yeah. Nope. You're totally good. So what an out of shield option is
yes.
Normally, in order to use a move after you shield, your shield has to fully drop, and then after that, the move has to come out. But with out of shield options, what you're able to do is you're effectively able to cancel the shield button in such a way that the move comes out faster. So certain moves are you can do that with. I honestly don't know what Puffs is. I want to say maybe Nair. I'm not 100% sure. Up smash. But it's only like certain moves you can do it with, and it's usually not a lot of moves.
Okay, so it's like a way of like animation canceling, basically.
Yeah.
Like when you're out of like I was going to say guard, but no, it's shield in this game. yeah. No, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, but now I know that that's the thing. I'm even more disappointed that there's not one for rollout, but never mind.
Nope. Speaking of which, it looks like Tosh does have the slight advantage. Let's see Tony channel his inner H-box mode. Let's see him knock him out of the park here. But we'll kind of see what happens. I believe this is still a best 2 out of 3. So if Tosh takes it, Tosh moves on. If not, they go to the third game, which so far, Tony's... Excuse me, I seem to have hiccups. Tony's definitely doing a good job. Oh, okay, Tony's all the way out there. He managed to recover just fine. That was close. Oh, he punishes Tosh. That was beautiful, Tony.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
And back to neutral here. Tony definitely did channel it there. Let's see what else Tony's got left in the tank here. Once again, they're just doing their wonderful Puff stuff in the middle. But
that's it. It's good. This could be the last act on this little, with these dance steps if they're not careful. But here we go.
All right, Tony does need to find a hit here, because it seems like he's getting hit a little more than finding hits, but that's okay. Let's see what else he's got here. I think Tony is in rest range, but I don't know if Tosh is gonna risk going for that, because it's kind of a risky move to rest in a way, because there's a lot of it's either hit or miss, and if you miss, you can get punished very solidly.
It's got some wind up to it. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It takes a bit to get into resting, and that's opportunity for like say punishes, and when you're at a point where you can't afford to take big risks like that, it's probably
the shield pop!
Ooh,
Tony did it.
There you go. Wow.
What a exciting end.
Equalizer.
Now we get to match 3.
So. Here we go. Game 3. Here we go. It's always everything that's gone to game 3 has been super intense. So I'm expecting even more of this in in what is going to be the final act of the puff stuff, you know. it's all-
Alright, looks like they are just going to FD, Final Destination. This will definitely be a good matchup. There's no platforms they can run to this time. And once again, they're just doing their beautiful puff ballerina dance.
yeah. I think this is a nice stage for like for you know for the dance hall, you know, because like you say, there's no other platforms or any other side parts to get in the way. It's just front and center here.
For sure, for sure. Although don't get distracted too much by the beautiful background, or we might miss, you know, another Jigglypuff shield pop if we're not careful.
Yes, that is always, as always, always a risk. You know, you gotta put attention to the foreground because that's where the magic happens.
Do you want to point out
You
here
know,
that
it can be hard sometimes with some of these flashy backgrounds.
for sure does look like Tony actually has the slight advantage, so he definitely has adapted. Is able to adapt to Tosh.
Yeah. Seems to have made some adjustments and got back that momentum that he was kind of struggling a bit with game one.
Ooh, Tosh looked for the good old.
Ooh,
Oh, they looked for the press and they both missed.
Ooh. ooh,
Just some more puff stuff, guys. Just some more puff stuff.
yes.
Alright. Looks like Tony actually is still keeping up the slight advantage. Toshi looking for the rollout. Hits Tony in the the sing animation, excuse me. Thankfully doesn't get slept, or that might have been a stock. So far it seems pretty even. Definitely is a lot of rollouts happening, and it's one of the things you gotta be careful about with Puff is you can't roll off the stage too much because you kind of just keep your momentum and just go, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's definitely, I think, something you've got to be mindful of, you know, when you do, moves that have momentum like that, like the rollout is, because there's definitely potential to you know, just go right off the cliff,
Puff definitely
and
gets.
that's not what you want.
Yep. Tosh does take first stock, and that's almost a stock, not quite. But I feel like this is definitely a closer game so far.
Oh, this is definitely an even game. They've definitely gotten a good bit of, made some adjustments in terms of like how they move around with this in the dance hall. So they are definitely
Puff.
showing us some good dance steps here.
But Tony did manage to take the stock with another rollout. Tony does seem to really like that rollout, and you know, that seems to be working for him pretty well. He gets a pound in, not able to convert much off of the pound though. Tosh gets the forward air in, gets the tilt in. Tosh is looking for the rollout, and doesn't get much off of it. Ooh, I'm gonna take a drink real fast, so excuse me.
All good, all good.
And actually, just like that, we are about halfway through the timer now. So we are at 3:30 roughly, and we started at 7 minutes, so this match has definitely been going on for a minute.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Oh, he got a pound, not even finding much out of it. I feel like he's just, ooh, that was a solid hit. Not quite making up the difference, but that rollout definitely evens the playing field a little bit. They both are in rest range now, if they can find it confirmed to the rest. Or if they're just going to go for it like they have done in the past, we will just wait and see. Tosh does find the forward air, not able to get much out of it though. The rollout, and that's stock. Tosh having the lead here, this could be it. But Tony does find a solid back air, and that definitely racks up some percent here. I feel like maybe a back air at the ledge might do it, but we will see. Ooh, solid back air, not enough. The next back air will do it though. Tosh finds a down air, preventing Tony from getting any further pressure on. But so far, Tosh is just keeping his lead, preventing Tony from coming in. Ooh. Oh, the rollout will do it though, and that will even
Ooh,
things
very
up.
nice. There we go. Very, very even game, and they're both on match point now. This is it. All the marbles.
Definitely all the marbles
All
for
marbles.
the best puff of the tournament is on stock
Yes,
here.
exactly. Exactly. This is it. This is the final act. This is best in show. We'll see who has the best puff stuff in a minute here.
Definitely, it does seem like Tosh does have the slight lead, and I think he might be able to combo a rest out of it. But they're both getting pretty up there, trading moves back and forth. Tosh lands a nice dash attack, which is not going to kill quite yet, but definitely gets close. Tony's looking for another rollout, trying to get him Tosh sleeping on the shield, but Tosh learned his mistake from last time and is not going to do it. Oh, Tony went all the way around the stage. It's one of the things you can do with Puff. Not quite the stock there. Let's see if Tony can make it back or if Tosh will edgeguard, excuse me. We are down to a minute in time, I also want to point out. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Although I'm pretty sure ruling is
Timers.
whoever has the most percentage loses. So in this case, Tosh would win.
Yeah. The tiebreaker is like damage dealt. There's no like, there's no like golden point or anything, right?
Yeah, there's no. I mean, technically, when you play a normal game, you go into sudden death mode if it times out.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's kind of. Oh, the rest read. Tosh gets the rest read, and we'll end it right there.
Very nice.
Just like that, we're on to our last losers quarter match, with Tosh moving on to loser semis, and then the winner of this match will be to losers semis. Excuse me. Then we'll move over to winners finals, who is between Taji and Astral. Alright, so we got Big, and we got Aang, excuse me. Let's reset everything, and we are good to go. It is Kazuya versus Toon Link here. Ooh, it does seem a little bit laggy here.
Yeah, there does appear to be some latency. That's a bit of concern, but we'll if it becomes a problem, we can we can we can just recreate and see if that helps things, because sometimes we it wouldn't be the first technical problem we've had today.
You definitely don't need to jinx it, but what we can also do as well is, if we need to, we can hop out from watching this match, let them play it on their own, see if that's any better for them.
Yeah.
Move on.
That's it. It can, like I say, because the netcode's a bit weird, where it factors in like the watchers as well, from what I understand. So if needed, we can always
Yeah, we can always make adjustments, just like players do.
shift. Yes.
Also,
Exactly.
Nope, thanks for the bit, Zach. You're awesome. But so far, it seems to be getting a little better. Maybe I'm crazy, but Aang definitely has a solid lead here.
Yeah, no, I can look at this and tell it's getting better. Like, it just seemed like there was some bit of choppiness at the beginning, but that doesn't. Ooh, well, right when I say it seems to have corrected itself, I saw a frame drop. So perhaps I should just not comment on that sort of stuff.
That's totally fine.
Even though that's just literally what I'm looking at, but
it's happened to us all night, and just like that, Aang does take another shot. Oh, Zach with the big cheer, 275, cheering on Big. He's rooting for you, Zach. He's rooting for you.
Ooh. There we go.
Zach's sending all his energy your way, Big. He's rooting for you. Okay, ooh, the perfect shield. He gets the grab, but he doesn't get much out of it, unfortunately. That could have been a lot of damage, but not quite sure what happened, but... Ooh, he gets the fist. But golly gee, Big has definitely had a lot of perfect shield. I think Zach has definitely powered him up with those. He does have the rage now, I think, with Rage Throw that kills Toon Link. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say it does. However, it looks like he did lose the Rage, unfortunately. But I think just a normal grab will do it for him. He does hit an up B, which isn't quite enough. Oh, but he gets a big forward smash. However, Aang retaliates just like that with a boomerang to up B and does take the first match.
Anyway, I'll be right back, and you know, I'll hop back in when I'm good and ready while we have intermission here.
Yeah, no worries, no problem. Do what you need to do. In the meantime, they're definitely just faking their characters. Ooh, a switch to Wii Fit. Okay. So we get Wii Fit versus Toon Link. Let's go. 200,000 bits. Here we go. Zach sending all the power-ups to Big, but Big does pull out the character change to Wii Fit. So let's see what can get done here. Both these characters are projectile characters, although Toon Link does have a slight little sword. But overall, Big's just looking for deep breathing, getting that going, along with his volleyballs, just to kind of keep Toon Link out. Toon Link does get the grab here, and does not able to get too much of a punish. Deep breathing is still going, so anything gets reduced, and Wii Fit does do extra damage. Definitely feel like it's a little bit more even of a matchup, though. Come on, Fit Lady, you got this. Toast is definitely cheering on Big over here. So far, though, Aang definitely does have the damage advantage. He almost gets the KO with the up air. If it is looking pretty hurt there at 165, and just like that, that's the stock with the up air. Wii Fit gets the deep breathing in. Let's see if Wii Fit can close out the stock here soon, or if Aang will get a lot of extra damage here. Wii Fit gets the down throw. Now we'll be able to find much extra credit off of that down throw. But defense is pretty good. Not allowing Toon Link to get too much more. The last hit of Link's up B does hit. Link's gets a beautiful turnaround grab, followed by that up smash and a couple up airs, and just like that, they're pretty much even at percentage. Big needs to find a way to close out the stock here before he falls too far behind. Zach is definitely over in the corner. I can feel it screaming, cheering Big on. He gets the ground move. He gets the forward tilt. Not enough yet. He looks for trying to tag check him, but doesn't quite land it. Aang is definitely a kill advantage. He gets a... I can't even think of the word. He shoots him with the ball. Ball doesn't quite kill. Wii Fit definitely does not have deep breathing in yet, but forward tilt will do it, and just like that, he took a stock. He is down a little bit. Let's see what other adjustments he can make here. Trying to keep his defense up, prevent Toon Link from getting in. Ooh, he does land a volleyball to up B, which is a little bit of damage. He shields the up B, looks for the forward tilt. Doesn't quite find it here. He does find a volleyball though. Toon Link finds a back throw. Doesn't kill quite yet. He looks for deep breathing to stall his recovery. Ooh, the bomb saves Toon Link after Toon Link misses the up B. He finds the deep breathing, damage reduced, and he does extra damage. Toon Link's gotta be careful. Forward tilt, putting him up at 57. Toon Link hasn't found the stop quite yet. But he does find it with that beautiful conversion right there. Alright, let's see. Big's gotta end the stock here before he falls too far behind. But Toon Link is only at a solid 57%. Let's see what Ooh! Speaking of which, Wii Fit lands a big forward smash. Doesn't quite kill yet, but definitely puts a lot of damage on him, puts a lot of percentage on him, and sends him off stage for the advantage. Alright. Also, I can totally smell chicken now. I know that's totally irrelevant, but chicken does smell good. Alright. Toon Link with the jab, jab, jab. Wii Fit needs to find the stock here before he falls too far behind. Toon Link with the forward air. Not quite enough yet. He finds the up B. And just like that, that'll end it. Way to go, Big. You did awesome. Way to go, Aang. You did awesome.
Oh, here we go.
All right, we got Taji versus Astral. Taji is rocking the green Bayo, which I do approve of. It's one of my favorite Bayo skins. And Snake is just running, it looks like
Yeah.
a flop
Ooh.
skin.
One of. So not the favorite. Interesting. What is the favorite? Or am I just, or am I reading too deep here?
No, I just kind of like the blue one, the green one, and the red one are all wonderful.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like Astral definitely has the advantage here over Taji. I think it's just one of those things about the matchup because Snake has frame 1 grenades, it can kind of stop Bayo combos a little bit. Oh!
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Ooh.
caught it, but right there what
Brutal.
happened, I believe Snake planted a C4 on Bayo, and so because he planted the C4, he hit Taji with a Nikita, which was the little missile thing, followed by the C4, which just blew up the stock. But we are seeing Bayo combos galore here.
Yeah, I can see what you mean in terms of this possibly being a bit of a disadvantage for Bayo here, considering, like you say, the frame 1 projectiles can kind of be a hindrance to any like combo player.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's like a almost instant like interrupt, right?
Mhm.
Unless things work completely different. But
Speaking of which, I wonder if we will get to see the Taji special. I looked
Ooh,
away. I
the
wonder if that
special.
was the Taji special or not. It was a forward smash that got it. In case anyone's wondering, the good old Taji special, what that is actually, you know what? We'll wait and see what happens. I don't want to spoil it.
yeah. If it comes up during the game, point it out. But otherwise, keep it secret because
Yeah, don't want
we
to ruin
might see it
anything.
later.
For sure. Alright, Taji getting the Nair there. Taji is a little bit of a stock behind. I think that's just a matchup. Let's see what magic Taji can work, though. Ooh, I think Taji forgot C4 was planted right there, and so Snake was able to punish. One of the things about Bayo, too, is just a lot of specials, you know? She definitely uses them a lot, and she's great in the air, and I actually love to play a good Bayo every once in a while myself.
Very nice. Very nice.
Taji does need to find the stock here, though. Oh, the nade. Oh, the C4! Once again, the Astral is definitely clever with the placement of the C4.
Definitely. Sadly, looks like the magic did not happen game 1, but perhaps game 2 and 3. You never know.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. On that note, I'm actually going to be right back, so I will let you talk by yourself for just a moment, Bryn. I am back. So far, it looks like.
Okay, sorry,
pretty-
sorry. I was just yeah. I froze up. I didn't know what to say. I didn't sign up to go solo, so I can't do that.
You're totally fine. As a side note, Zach, you can definitely give it a go at some point if you want. I'm more than happy to do it with you, or you could try it solo, whatever you like. I'm still learning how to do this myself, so, you know, kind of ups and downs. Bayo does get the Witch Time followed by a Smash, which will end the stock. Also, Bayo did choose to go to Battlefield, which is interesting that Astro didn't ban it. And the reason I say that is just because one of the things Bayo loves is Bayo loves platforms. The reason being, that was a beautiful read, by the way, is because Bayo can do combos with platforms. Because Bayo can actually take you all the way.
Helps like with positioning. Yeah.
Yeah, you can take someone all the way off the top if they're not careful as Bayo.
Ah, interesting. So yeah, that is interesting, like choice in terms of like like the picks and bans and all that stuff. I guess.
Yeah, so far.
Well,
I don't think Taji's too far behind. Taji just need to find a solid answer to kill here. Kind of dancing around the grenades, if you will, just because the grenades can definitely interrupt what Taji wants to go for. Taji finds the heel slide kick. Taji finds the up tilt to back air, but Snake's a big boy. It's not going to kill him just yet. Ooh, Taji hits a back air. The hitbox is extended by the grenade, and because of that, Taji gets the 1-2 blow up for it. Snake with the down tilt. Taji's got to be careful here. I feel like Snake is very close to killing. Snake lands a forward air. Snake goes for Nikita. Taji takes time to recover. Good call. That up tilt was beautiful. He waited and pressured Taji, and Taji went for the
Cool.
roll. And
yeah, that was perfectly timed right now.
Bayo is Mario. Mario combos are you can't get out of. Bayo combos you can. So unfortunately, I would say Mario's a little better in that aspect, but yeah, Astral is definitely getting, and he's definitely cracked, doing a great job. Let's see if Taji can change momentum here and start getting some wins. Perfect. So we got Toon Link versus Jigglypuff. Taji's waiting in losers finals.
Ooh, interesting. So who would you think? Is there any sort of like defined advantage there, or because like they're both pretty light, but there's some have and so I'm just sort of like wondering, I guess, if you think there's any like defined advantage or what key features are there with that matchup, I guess would be a better way to ask the question.
I think in this matchup, it's going to come down to Link projectiles, just because
Yep.
I would say Link's sword is not that huge. It's not that much to worry about, but Link can combo out of his projectiles. So I think it's all going to come down to kind of dodging the projectiles of Jigglypuff, trying to weave through his defense and get in.
It's gonna be one of those zoning matchups, yeah, with just trying to like make sure you move in to like dodge the projectile so you can get in. Basically, is sort of like the key. Gonna be the key part, I reckon. Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. Here we go.
All right. I need to update the scoreboard. Don't mind me. But we
Yep.
got Tosh on the right, Aang on the left. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting how this matchup plays out, Taji. You get to fight the winner, and we will kind of go from that. So far, Aang does have a roughly 40% advantage so far. Oh, he's definitely doing some work with those up airs. Unfortunately, his defense is proving pretty solid so far. Side note, this is losers semifinals, so we'll kind of see how this goes here. Puff definitely needs to find a way in, but Aang is doing a good job with the defense, keeping Puff out, making Puff have to work for trying to get in. Another thing Toon Link can do with his projectiles is he can angle them, so it becomes a little bit harder for Puff just to kind of jump and float in. Speaking of which, Aang lands a beautiful up smash out of shield, which will take the stock. I could put the title. Good point. Fine. Give me a sec. Change the color of it to black. So far, they both took a stock. Pretty even so far. Does that appear well? Kind of. We need a different color for that. There, perfect. I think that white works okay. There we go. Oh, it's not winner's semis though, guys. Come on, why didn't you catch me? This is loser's semis. Yep, good call. That good call. Anyways, it seems like Tosh actually has turned it up, so to speak, a little bit. Tosh is getting in there, getting what needs to be done. Looks like they clinked there with the pound and the up special from Toon Link. But Tosh, or Aang does have the slight advantage once again, so we'll kind of see what happens. Alright, so far it looks like Aang did manage to take out the stock there, so Tosh is a little bit behind. Not too much though. I feel like Aang definitely is in kill percentage. One of the things Tosh might want to do to
definitely. Yeah, go on.
adapt next match is if Aang does win this, maybe potentially either adding more platforms or removing platforms. That way he can either A, go to the platforms to relieve himself with the pressure, or B, remove platforms. So that way, Aang doesn't have anywhere to run to either, you know? Kind of good and bad.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know, if they end up losing game one here, it'd be very interesting, you know, which of those options the picks are, you know, whether the fans are, you know,
speaking of which,
you know, those with platforms or those without platforms, and seeing which strategy that goes with and whether or not that works out.
just like that, Aang actually did take the first game with that up smash on the platform.
There we go. There we go.
And just like that, they are back at it. Let's see where they decide to go here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that's what you're thinking, Zach? Let me see. I don't know if I can do it like that, per se. How about like this? How's that, Zach? Is that acceptable? Fortunately, the white with the background doesn't quite work. But I think that'll be okay. Moving on, it's pretty even so far. Aang does have the slight advantage, and they did actually choose to go to Kalos, which means that Puff can recover to the platform instead and get a brief respite from all of
Yeah. I was going to say, we mentioned, you know, there's a couple different ways to play this, to solve this zoning problem, and it seems like they've chosen to go with the option of platforms.
on that.
Quite seem to have its desired effect at the moment, but you never know.
For sure. Looks like Puff was looking for the jab reset there, and that might have been a stock, but Puff doesn't quite find it here. Fortunately, Puff did air dodge, which caused the death, but that's okay. I feel like Tosh can easily come back from this.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to say, it's not looking like unwinnable. It's just, no.
Just the slight disadvantage.
That was another thing that happened when we... Yeah, exactly. They definitely need to cause a bit of a shift in momentum if they're going to get to close this game and, you know, avoid match point here. but it's definitely doable, right? You know, the down A life, but the percentages are still relatively even. So it's just really one big attack, and there's the big attack, but not quite what I was thinking was going to happen.
All good.
See, I don't even have to verbalize what I think's going to happen for it to just do the opposite. Apparently.
Also, Tosh does go for the edge guard, but not quite able to find it here. Tosh kind of needs to find the stock now, or otherwise it only gets worse
Yeah,
from
it
here.
definitely needs that now. Otherwise, it might just be game over.
I feel like Puff might even be at kill percentage with Toon Link. Not quite sure. But I don't
Yeah, it's a possibility. Puff is light, yeah?
Puff is
Yeah.
super light, yep. Link does
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some
Alright.
bread and butter kill confirms, but Puff actually does find a stock. So he's bleeding a little bit less.
Yes, very
but-
timely. Very timely, but still quite the uphill battle here.
Mm-hmm. Puff gets a drill. Puff gets a drill combo. Nice. Forward air. Nice grab. Back throw. I feel like Puff stuff is about to happen here. I could be wrong, but I can feel it, you know?
Definitely. It definitely looks and feels that way.
I might have just jinxed
Just
it.
just as we say that. That's it. I'm telling you, the Absol cursed us. You know, it's a bad omen, and it's very clear because when we're saying things are about to happen, the exact opposite seems to happen.
For sure, for sure. Alright, that brings up Tosh 2-0. Let me check. Alright, that'll be it. Tosh moves on to Losers Finals versus Taji. Alright, let me get these guys squared away.
All right. Now, assuming they both, dance with who they came with, what do you think of, Puff and Bale? How do you think that'd play out?
I think you mean Bayo and Toon Link.
Yes, sorry. I kind of, sorry, it's just, I haven't eaten yet. Simple mix-up. Sorry.
No worries. If you need to go eat, feel free to do so. But it will be Bayo against Toon Link, which I think in this matchup,
Yes.
I think it's pretty even. And the reason I say that is just because Bayo did get a slight buff. The buff being his witch
Yes.
time into projectiles. So when someone throws out a projectile, Bayo can witch time, which is where Bayo stops time for the opponent, and it lasts a little bit longer when it's a
Yes,
projectile now.
Ah, okay. So that's definitely a useful tool. So it'll be interesting to see, whether or not that can be capitalized on.
And I do think, though, I feel like Bayo can definitely do this matchup a lot better than the Snake matchup, just because no frame ones
Yep.
for, Toon Link. So this is the Losers Final. I will update the title real quick.
Yes. I was just about to mention that.
Yeah, you can also, another thing that was buffed is Jab. Not that that matters too much in this matchup per se, but it is definitely a kill option. So we will do Aang on the left, we will do Taji on the right. Good luck to both of you. This will be for third place. Winner moves on to grand finals.
Yeah. I was about to say maybe it's just one of those things will work out eventually. They'll get the right thing, or maybe even have to change it depending on what the background is, just to make it continue to be aesthetically pleasing and readable.
For sure. Let's try doing this. See if that didn't do anything. But we will just get back to the match here. Looks
Yes.
like so far, actually, Aang's doing a pretty good job of keeping Taji up. Taji's got to find a way in. But this is a stage with some platforms, so Taji can definitely get some platform extensions and combos going on. Ooh, Taji looking for the forward smash, but not quite able to find it. Taji does find the heel slide. Ooh, and Toon Link reverses it with that back air. Not quite enough to kill yet. Toon Link does find the up smash, doesn't kill quite yet. Taji gets out of the kill confirm, I believe. Toon Link finds the grab to forward through. That's not going to kill quite yet. Toon Link definitely does have the advantage here. Let's see how Taji can bring this back. Taji with an up E. Witch twist, excuse me. Taji looking for the forward smash, doesn't quite connect, and the back throw by Toon Link to punish will do it. But let's see how much extra credit Toon Link can get here. He does find a bomb into up smash, finds a few up tilts. Taji definitely needs to find a way to end this. He gets the forward throw. Looking for the back air, doesn't quite find it. Perfect shield. Witch twist. ABK doesn't find anything out of it. Looks for witch time, but doesn't quite come out in time. Finds the dash attack. Up. Oh, this might be it. No. Toon Link got out of the combo. That's the bread and butter combo, by the way, for Bayo is Witch Twist,
Yep.
followed by ABK, which is Afterburner Kick, where she goes diagonally upwards, followed by another Witch Twist, followed by another ABK.
Yeah. Ah, okay. I was about to ask because like you know, because to me, you know, having been drilled with like the classic ABK inputs, I was thinking that was like the input for that particular, you know, like combo, right? You know, ABK into that to move around and get that string started. I didn't realize that was like shorthand for what that move was.
No
Never mind.
worries. Just like that, little Taji just find the stock, but Taji's looking little grim here. Aang is definitely on fire with his Toon Link gameplay. Taji needs to kind of adapt, find his way around, and work some magic to, or some
Yes.
witch magic here to come back.
That's right. If there was ever a time for the witch magic, it would be right now.
So far, though, Aang is definitely just on fire with all his grabs, projectiles. His defense is definitely solid.
Yeah, that's it. I was going to say it's not just the, you know, the projectile game as well, but even like, you know, defensive positioning has been very on point, and that's been kind of like the like the decisive factor, I think, there.
And just like that, Aang does take the first game. Which, funny enough, I think if Aang goes into Grand Finals with Astral, this is actually a rematch. Because they played
that
in...
is a rematch because I remember I think we broadcasted that game earlier.
Yep, and I think Astral actually did win it. So if it's a run back, we'll kind of see how that goes, you know?
Yeah, that'd be very interesting. All right. Ooh.
Alright, let's see what Taji does. Taji pulls out the Zelda into the Toon Link. In this
Zelda
case,
switching. Interesting.
what's Aang cooking? He's cooking up himself some pork. Because he does have that pork emoji. But what I was going to say here is, unlike rescuing Princess Zelda from a castle, this time, unfortunately, he's got to take her out. But this matchup, I want to say, is in Zelda's slight favor, just because Taji has a close to frame 1 reflector with like the blue spinny move, and can reflect all of Toon Link's projectiles.
Okay. Yeah. Then this switch makes a lot of sense in that case. You know, because that sounds like a very useful tool to deal with all these projectiles. But
Definitely so, but even with that,
but even with that, it seems like still an uphill battle.
for sure, Aang is definitely smoking. He's cooking. He's moving. He's schmoovin', whatever you want to call it. He is definitely on fire with his gameplay. Let's see if Taji can drink the secret juice for being a juicer, and see what Taji can work up here.
That's it. That's it.
Ooh, Taji does find a neutral
See,
air. Good.
That's the secret recipe. You know, can't. I was going to go into it, but I think that it might be that it's best kept a secret. You know, like you know, it's like the signature 11 spices from KFC, right? You know, it's, you know, you never, you know, never publicly, admit what's in there, right? I think that's key here.
For sure.
Anyway.
Speaking of which, Aang definitely is taking quite the strong lead here. Taji does need to find a stock here soon, or he's quite in trouble here. Ooh, the 4 tilt, not quite enough because of the other end of the stage. I want to say yes, Tosh. Let me double check real quick. It might just be 2 out of 3 until grand finals. Yeah. Alright. And just like that, Toon Link comes out on top.
Wow. Swift 2-0. He's definitely cooking with actual fire because there's no way you get these results if you weren't using actual fire.
And just to confirm for you guys, losers final is the best 2 out of 3, which moves on to grand finals. Way to go, everyone. Good job, Taji. You got 3rd. Way to go. We move on to the grand, which is going to be Astral versus Aang. A rematch. Let's see what happens. This is very true. Astral has not dropped a set yet. So we'll kind of wait and see what happens. Alright, game 1 is underway. Let's see what stage they decided to go here. They are going to PS2, Pokemon Stadium 2. This is a pretty standard common ground that a lot of people definitely like. We'll kind of see what happens though. I do feel like Aang has had the chance to keep on playing and warming up, whereas Astral has had to kind of just sit and wait a little bit. So we'll see.
Yeah. I was about to say, Aang here went on a bit of a tear through loser, so he's got some good momentum going. With it's how we've mentioned, cooking with actual fire. Got the rhythm going and everything. Whereas, Astral having sat in, in winners for a while might not be as warmed up, as it were.
For sure. Speaking of which, Aang does have a solid lead so far. He's got like a 40% lead roughly. I think he's in kill confirms. I could definitely be wrong, but now he's got to get through the crazy defense of Snake, which definitely will be hard, but he does get an edge guard situation. He lands that bomb brilliantly, but not able to find much out of it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Snake's upper mid in terms of weight, right?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I want to say he's pretty heavy, though. But I definitely see upper mid, if not heavy.
Alright.
On that note, oh, he gets the shield break. They're both at 159.9%. Funny enough. Yeah, Snake is a heavy. That's what I thought. So there are different, like, tiers of weight.
Yeah.
So Snake is considered one of the heavier characters, whereas Toon Link is pretty light.
Okay, yeah.
But so
That's kind of what I figured, but I wasn't 100% sure. Just because, it can be, deceptive by this line of sight.
For sure. On that note, good call, guys. I'm updating the score right now. So far, though, Aang did manage to bring it back. He's falling behind a slight bit, but that's okay. He definitely
Yeah,
has.
that's it. He's not in too bad a disadvantage here. He does seem very slight, if any.
Has a solid up B. He's only down 30 some odd percent, so not terrible. He's actually just down to 20. Speaking of which, he is managing to weave in weight. He's ranked 17 in terms of weight, so he is the 17th heaviest character in the game, tied with Rob and Banjo, which leaves Toon Link to be at Mr. Statistician Zach, if you would. Oh, just like that, Astral does manage to find the second stock though. Link is falling behind a slight bit. Let's see if he can keep up momentum or not here. Gets a dash attack. Oh, but Snake lands a C4. These C4s have definitely been clutch for Astral, being able to definitely work a lot off of them. Oh, he recovers with a bomb. That was well done. Manages to stall you to get back, to get through all of Snake's projectiles. But Astral finds it with a beautiful up tilt. Toon Link is 54th heaviest, so quite the difference there.
Yeah, there is definitely quite the disparity there, and that might have played a factor in how how game one sort of played out there.
Who do you predict will win the second game? You think Astral still got it?
Well, that's why I say it's going to be interesting to see like what they're going to pick and things like that, because that it does seem like Astral has a slight advantage, but it's not like, doesn't seem like it either it was like a strictly strictly dominant strategy, and switch-ins could just completely change that. So I would say, slight favor is, Astral would be slightly favored if things stay similar. But even then, that's not, even then I'm kind of, still thinking it could go either way here.
Zach actually is seeming to think that Snake hasn't dropped any games yet, so he's thinking that Astral's going to be pretty solid overall. But so far...
Yeah. No, he's definitely solid. Definitely been solid. Like I say, if he wins this match here, he'll go through undefeated.
Actually, they got one more after this because it's best of 5. But on that note, they did. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I meant the match, not the game right now.
Oh,
sorry.
That's
but,
totally
just to
fair.
clarify.
But on a side note, I think it will be This was a good counter pick in Aang's favor, just because Snake has been killing off the top a lot with the C4, and with that blast platform being a lot higher now, Aang might be able to do some work and stay alive longer.
Yeah.
Ooh, he makes it back in the nick of time right before the Nikita could hit him. And just like that, they're back. He does miss the confirm from bomb to forward air, but he makes it back just fine. These recoveries by Aang are pretty clutch, coming in with his stalling, able to get through all the Nikitas and the projectiles Astral is throwing. Now Aang just needs to quickly find stock here so he can even things up. Dash attack won't quite do it, but he's able to sit there with an up B, and that'll be the stock. Just like that, they are back to even. Alright, he gets a grab then. Grenades do come in to break that grab though. Those frame 1 grenades coming in definitely pretty handy here. He lands the up smash. Snake blows himself up though. Toon Link with the up throw, not able to convert much out of it. Looks for the turnaround grab, but doesn't find much out of it either. But that beautiful Nikita just sneaks on in there and takes the stock. Alright, let's see what extra credit here Astral can come up with, or if Toon Link is going to come through with his fire that he's been on. He does find an up air, but that's not going to quite kill Snake yet because he's a big boy and it's the big stage. Oh, up smash doesn't reach either, it just barely misses. Snake able to punish for that failed up smash. Toon Link throws the bomb, stops the missile from the up smash. Snake looking for the forward air. Toon Link with the up B, but Snake's a big boy once again. The heaviness coming in clutch for him. Oh, the forward air. The bomb to forward air will do it. Aang is down 63%, but a comeback is definitely possible. Snake lands the back air. Once again, the Nikita. Aang bobs and weaves through the Nikita. He gets hit by his own bomb. Nikita's coming in again. And the Nikita will do it. Astral takes game 2.
Very, very nice finish to that game, to game 2 there.
Yeah, I think Astral did a good job changing his playstyle. He went from C4s to Nikita's doing the job, and it's working out great so far.
Yeah, that was a very I think that was a very important adjustment, given, like you mentioned, the stage layout. Not allowing that line of play that he was on, and a very good adjustment to just retain like a pretty solid lead throughout, to be honest.
This is best of 5, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. What? Oh, it was best of 3. Look at that.
Wow, how about that?
I'm actually surprised that that's best of 3, but that is best of 3, guys.
Yeah,
Which
there
means-
we go.
Congratulations to Astral being the overall winner. I don't even think he dropped a set. Let's find out.
Yeah, that's it. I was gonna say he went through winners in double elim, so yeah, went through undefeated.
Yeah, it looks like bracket is a best of 3 Ing. I do apologize. I would love to change it to best of 5, but they're not my rules and I can't change it. So, with that being said, congratulations, Ing. You got second place. You did amazing. Both Ing and Astral, keep your DMs open in Discord. I will shoot you guys a message to follow up with you guys. But that will conclude the Reign of Terror tournament. Congratulations to everyone who played. You all did awesome. Thanks so much for commentating with me, Bryn. It's truly been a delight. We will definitely do this again in the future if you're down. But I think we will call it there. And we may be back a bit later. We may not be. Just keep an eye out. But if we're not, we'll sure be back tomorrow, guys. Stay safe. Take care.